I failed my first semester of medical school. Let's talk about it. So hi, if you're new here, my name is Ada. I'm a first-year medical school student at the American University of Antigua in the Caribbean. I've gained a lot of followers based off of just sharing my transparent journey to medicine and my pre-med journey as well. I quite literally, maybe like 6 months ago, posted my MCAT scores and my literal transcripts on my page just as a way to inspire aspiring physicians and pre-meds around, on the internet, to let them know, like, you don't need to be a straight A student in order to make it to medicine. So that's kind of like what my page is about. If you're into transparent medical school content, give me a follow. Anyways, the real reason why you're still watching is because you want to know the tea. You want to know you failed your first semester of medical school. Yes, I did. And to let you guys, a little spoiler alert, like, there is a testimony at the end of this, you know what I'm saying? But back to the tea. Yes, I failed. To put it into perspective, like, I needed a 75 in order to pass the semester. I needed 75 on my last exam to pass the semester. And I got a 68. And why is this such a big deal? Like, oh my God, okay, fine. Like, if you fail in medical school, if you fail a semester in medical school, you know how, like, in college, like, you just retake the class? You retake the semester. You retake the semester in medical school. So yeah, it's a big deal to fail. It's a really big deal to fail in medical school because you're redoing everything again. You're not just, doing a class or doing an assignment. No, it's the whole thing. At least at my school. I can't speak for any other school. But anyways, yeah, so I found out I failed. Luckily, my school offers a remediation program where you take a comprehensive exam and it's 200 questions. And if you pass that exam, you pass the semester and move on to the next semester. So obviously, when I found out I failed, like, I was like, all right, well, remediation it is. Like, there was no other option. Like, I'm going to do. And remediation is also optional. Let me also say that it was optional. Like, you didn't have to do it. But I chose to because I was like, I'm just going to fight to the finish. Like, what do I have to lose? But I had to, like, I already had winter break plans. Like, I was going to Ghana with my friends. So I had to, like, change my flight to come back earlier. I was studying in Ghana. When I got back, I was studying. I had to buy a ticket to go to Antigua. Because you have to take the exam in person. Like, there isn't an option to take it online at all. So it was just a whole lot going on. But to cut a long story short, I took that remediation exam and I passed. I passed, to the glory of God. I passed, so I'm moving on to the next semester. But I think that more than anything, like, this entire experience taught me so much, like, in such a little amount of time, like, about myself, and just about this journey in general. Number one, I learned that this journey really is not linear. Like, in the blink of an eye, like, the timeline that you have set for yourself in order to graduate and match and get into residency and, start practicing, like, it can change in a matter of a minute. Like, 1 minute you're on track, the next minute you're not. And, like, your whole life literally flashes before your eyes. And it sounds really dramatic, but I feel like you don't understand the gravity of it until you are in that situation. And another thing I just kind of, like, learned about myself is that, like, I am very resilient and I adapt. I've always known that about myself, but I feel like now more than ever, I just really learned that, like, I really am truly passionate about this profession. And although it is hard and although I'm in tears, like, 23 hours of a day in 24 hours of a day, I really love what I do, regardless of, like, how stressful it is and how much sleep I lose and all of that. Like, I'm genuinely grateful to be at the stage where I'm at, because I know how hard I fought to get here, and I know how much work I put to get here. And yeah, I think that I just learned, I feel like I just learned so much about myself in just such a small amount of time. And also, it gave me time to really think and reflect and be like, okay, like, you made it to the next semester by the skin of your teeth, girl. Like, what can you change next semester that will take you from barely passing to like exceeding? Like, I don't want to just pass in medical school. I want to exceed. So what can I do? What do I need to do? What do I need to change? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to fix to make sure that I go from barely there to over there? You know what I'm saying? I share this just as a form of encouragement to myself and to anybody else that comes across this video. The journey of medicine is not linear. And you will experience a lot of failure. And if you haven't experienced failure yet, you will experience it at some point in this journey. It might not even be when you're in school. It might be in residency. It might be in fellowship. Like, the journey to medicine is not linear. And I learned that so quickly. But it is what you do in the time of your failure that counts. And that really shows yourself who you are and how far you're gonna go in this journey. So I'm just so grateful that I was able to really push myself and fight to the finish and make it to the next semester. It's still a very weird feeling, because it's just like one day I failed the entire semester and the next day I didn't. So I'm still processing. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, you would think I'm exaggerating, but it's a lot to take in, especially like when you went through a whole bunch of emotions surrounding around it. But I am ready to kick ass next semester. That starts literally on Monday. But if you're looking for a transparent pre-med person on their journey, I'm your girl, because at this point, I should just share my social security number with the amount of information I've done shared with y'all. For sure. For sure. But thank you guys so much for your support. Like, what really keeps me going is the fact that so many of you kind of reach out and let me know, like, what I'm doing helps. And I love talking to y'all. I love getting to know y'all. I love like giving y'all advice, because there was nobody there to kind of do that for me. Like, so I'm happy, I'm blessed, and yeah, see y'all next semester on season 2 of Made It to Medicine, child.